So hello, I'm Jeannie Duffy, and I'm the Executive Director of Serve Wisconsin. Serve Wisconsin's mission is to fund and promote AmeriCorps and volunteerism around the state. And I want to thank you all for coming and celebrating the good work AmeriCorps and AmeriCorps seniors collectively accomplish across Wisconsin. We are 8,500 committed AmeriCorps volunteers and members serving our communities and neighbors. And thanks to your service, tens of thousands of Wisconsin students receive education and emotional support they need to thrive. Seniors are able to live in their homes thanks to the rides AmeriCorps seniors give to them to provide for doctor's appointments, grocery stores, and delivering Meals on Wheels. Thanks to our conservation corps, over 571 acres of public parks and lands and 169 miles of trails have been developed or approved. AmeriCorps members have helped 886 homeless or runaway youth find safe housing every year. Isn't that astounding? In Wisconsin, we have over almost 1,000 homeless and runaway youth every year. Our youth build Operation Fresh Start programs, they have built 7 single-family homes for low-income families every year. Public health AmeriCorps programs, they help over 1,000 people every year get the medical care and services they need, and they've helped 150 individuals to recover from substance abuse on their path through long-term recovery. I could go on and on, but you all get the point. You're doing amazing and much-needed work across Wisconsin. I'm especially happy that you're all here today to help raise awareness of the governor's initiative to create a scholarship fund to fund Wisconsin's AmeriCorps to help match Wisconsin AmeriCorps members' education awards. This scholarship fund is a recognition for all the amazing work you do for the benefit of Wisconsin citizens and the environment. And we hope that you will use this scholarship money to stay in Wisconsin, study, and continue to serve our state and your neighbors. The governor recognizes the impact you make in our communities, but he will need our help to raise awareness of this initiative and ensure its passage in the 25-27 biennial budget. But I know as AmeriCorps members and AmeriCorps seniors, we know how to work hard and we will get the job done. I also know many of you are concerned about the future of AmeriCorps funding, but I remain optimistic. Service is one of America's core national values. Across generations, Americans have demonstrated their commitment to their communities through public service, volunteerism, and military service. For over 30 years, AmeriCorps has upheld this tradition, fostering unity, cooperation, and civic responsibility. The spirit of AmeriCorps, serving our communities, is not just a program. It's a reflection of what unites us as a nation. Service embodies patriotism, responsibility, and a shared commitment to progress and the common good. And now more than ever, America needs the power of service to bridge divide, strengthen communities, and bring people together. You are all the living embodiment of the American ideal of volunteerism and community service. Your dedication and hard work demonstrate that service is not just a value we uphold, it's the foundation of a stronger, more connected nation. And I want to thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. We have 3 state representatives who all have first-hand knowledge of AmeriCorps' dual mission to meet the community needs and develop the next generation of leaders. They not only talk the talk about service, they have walked the walk serving as AmeriCorps members. First up, we have Representative Darren Madison, who is an and he has a fan club. Representative Madison is an American Justice activist and is a member of the Wisconsin State Assembly, representing Wisconsin's 10th Assembly District since January 2023. He's also a proud AmeriCorps alumni. Representative Madison was born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He was introduced to activism at a young age through the Young Scientist program at Milwaukee's Urban Ecology Center. After graduating from Howard University, equally as impressive, Howard University, he, luckily for us, returned to Milwaukee and served as an AmeriCorps Public Allies member at the Urban Ecology Center and with Milwaukee's Environmental Collaboration. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. I have really dope friends. For folks who know me, I am a lot of things. I am a son. I am someone who some people consider a goofball. But most importantly, I am a leader. One of Public Allies' core values or core sayings is that everyone leads. Everyone in this space leads in some shape and form in efforts that benefit the residents of Wisconsin, right? You have folks who are helping our seniors daily. You have folks who are restoring our public lands. You have folks who are ensuring that our nonprofits build capacity that hasn't existed before they got there, right? That's a core premise of Public Allies. And all of that is embodied through a quote that I hold near and dear to my heart. And it's that two quotes. One, those who are closest to the issues are closest to the solutions. And then two, a society grows great when people plant seeds for trees under which shade they'll never stand under. When I say that, I think about all the work that you're doing, right? It's not just for what we're dealing with right now in our society, but what future generations will need tomorrow. And you may not live to see the trees and the seeds bloom into the futures that we want to see manifested in our society. There are so many gaps in the needs that our constituencies around the state are facing, and they're being filled by every single one of you. When our government fails at the federal level, at the state level, at the local level, you will always find an AmeriCorps member coming to save the day. And that is a gift that you all should be clapping. You all should be honored and recognized for on a regular basis. And we don't do enough to honor the work that you are doing right now and the sacrifices you guys are making to ensure that your neighbors, your friends, live in a society where everyone has the ability to thrive. So I just wanted to take the time to thank you all for the critical work that you're doing. And I want to especially thank my allies members for what y'all are doing in Milwaukee because we need you. So thank you.
Thank you for those remarks and your support of AmeriCorps continues on after your service. Next up, we have Representative Supreme Moore Omakunde, who started representing the people of Wisconsin's 17th District in January 2021, after several years advocating on behalf of the people of Milwaukee through multiple roles. As a young man, he learned about community leadership through his AmeriCorps service, was once again Public Allies of Milwaukee. Elected officials from Public Allies. So this is a challenge from all the other programs that in a couple of years we hope to have better representation of AmeriCorps alumni up here. So as a young man, he learned about community leadership through his AmeriCorps service with Public Allies in Milwaukee. He later became a community organizer for Sherman Park Community Association, where he worked with block clubs, established the Friends of Sherman Park group, and helped formulate a neighborhood improvement district. Do you know who else started as a community organizer? President Barack Obama.
And he's connected to Public Allies.
And yes. So he also served as the Milwaukee County Board of Supervisors from 2015 until he was elected to the Assembly in November 2020.
How's everybody doing? I never have problems with microphones because I'm an MC, and so we know how to hold the microphone. So first and foremost, I want to thank Governor Evers and his motion to match that Ed Award, because that Ed Award is a great draw for AmeriCorps to help people continue their education. Barack Obama is tied to Public Allies because his lovely wife, Michelle Robinson Obama, was the director of Public Allies Chicago. And I want to say that I am a second generation person in this building. I'm a second generation legislator. My mother also served in this building. However, I'm also a second generation AmeriCorps person. My mother was a Vista volunteer for AmeriCorps. And her daughter, my sister, was also a Vista volunteer in Milwaukee. My mother she helped create a credit union because banks would not give loans to poor people to purchase homes. And so they created a credit union and said, we will create our own financial institution so that we also can have this opportunity. And my sister was helping mothers who were fleeing domestic violence and living in a shelter with their children. I served as in Public Allies in Milwaukee, and I will say this, Public Allies changed my life. I would not be standing here right now if it were not for PA. They played a critical role in my pathway here. I always thought that I would end up here some kind of way, but that pathway is not always set. And they say follow the yellow brick road, where, well, Public Allies was bricks in that yellow road, if you will. I was at a tipping point in my life where I could go on any different ways, and I was questioning a lot of the things that I had learned, and I needed some new guidance. And so I found Public Allies. Why I didn't find it, it found me. My cousin was also a Public Allies. He was a program manager. He was at the national office. He led the national office. And I remember meeting Paul Schmitz when I was on my way to Springfield, Illinois, when this guy named Barack Obama was going to announce that he was running for president. But we met on and had a long conversation about leadership, and it's not some individual position that only certain people can have, but it's something that everybody can do. And we talked about those principles. And we learned how collaboration was the hardest thing to do, but the most necessary thing to do. We learned about all these principles. We also learned about things like PISDs, and we learned about how to give presentations without using PowerPoint. We learned different things, but it changed my life, and it changed my perspective on things. I was able to meet people and have things that I thought I knew challenged. And it was a way in which that I could not just give back to my community as though I was leaving it. How do I enrich my community while still living in it and still being a part of it? And Public Allies showed me that way. And we want to make sure that Public Allies is around for generations so that we can continue to pass the baton to other folks who are coming up behind us and making sure that they can do that same work. I don't have any double quotes like my colleague Darren Madison does. However, there are many people serving in all capacities in government. Myself, Representative Madison, former State Representative David Bowen, former State Representative and Alderman Jonathan Brostoff, County Executive David Crowley. There are so many people in the county government working in mental health and so many other places who aren't elected officials that serve in Public Allies and that serve in AmeriCorps. And this is a core part, giving your life to something. Giving something life because you gave a bit of your life to it is a core principle that we all share. So thank you so much for being up here, and hopefully y'all come and meet me in my office some more like you did earlier. Thanks a lot.
Yes, thank you for those remarks. And you know, we want Public Allies, we want all of our AmeriCorps programs to be around for the next 30 years.
Absolutely.
Laura touched on, you know, AmeriCorps helps us all fulfill our dreams. We all, as young people, I mean, the lucky people know from day one what they want to do. Most of us kind of zig-a-zag around life, and AmeriCorps kind of helps us all find our path. It helps us develop the skills to take us to the next level in our careers. So, coming up next is a person, Representative Ahmad Rivera-Wagner. Representative recently elected to Wisconsin's 90th district just in January. And he has had several years in public service here in Wisconsin and Massachusetts. He served with the Massachusetts Promise Fellowship in Holyoke to help create civic engagement initiatives, and later served on the City Council in Springfield, Missouri. Representative Rivera-Wagner relocated to Green Bay, lucky for us, and spent over 4 years working for the city, including as Chief of Staff to Mayor Greenwich. In that role, he helped the city of Green Bay create and launch the Green Bay Conservation Corps to complete projects within the city's parks and natural spaces. Thank you for being here.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Come on, I know you have more spirit than that. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I am very lucky. I was raised by a single mom who had me at 16, and we were homeless for the first 10 years of my life. Service is important to me because one of the things that changed my life was a program called Habitat for Humanity. And for those who may not know what it is a local program that partners with volunteers, perfect strangers who come together to build a house. Literally, my mom lives in the house that Love built by people who never knew us, but wanted us to thrive. So that is where I got my passion for service. One of the funny anecdotes they talk about when you build a house with love is that where an expert might put 1 nail, a volunteer puts 3. And what they tell you is that the homes built that way actually withstand the storms better than the ones built by experts. In other words, the houses that Love built can weather any storm. And so I was able to go into AmeriCorps, where in Holyoke, Massachusetts, where I helped young people find their voice in local, state, and federal politics. It was nonpartisan, because we can't do that. But folks wanted to make sure, this is one of the poorest communities in the United States that has one of the largest wealth divides between white and Latino young people. And we help them go to city halls, state houses, and DC to tell folks that government should be reflective of the people they serve, like them. And so I'm lucky. I married the son of dairy farmers. They call them boomerangs when Wisconsin folks go out of the state, find someone and bring it back. And so here we are in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where I love, and I've been a lifelong Packers fan. But one of the things I wanted to do was make sure that Green Bay had a call to service. And one of the things that we care deeply about in Green Bay, other than football, is our environment. And so we were very lucky that we were able to find AmeriCorps funding to create the first municipal conservation corps in Wisconsin history. And they're right here. So if we can give them a round of applause. What I love about AmeriCorps folks is that they always tell us what we're trying to do is impossible. Helping seniors is impossible. Curbing violence is impossible. Doing miles of trail restoration, impossible. But you do it every single day. And that's why I'm proud to be an AmeriCorps alum, because the impossible is just what we do every single day. One of the things I love about the pledge that we take as AmeriCorps members is that we talk that when we are faced with apathy, we take action. There's no more time than now where the world feels like it's falling apart. And the answer for so many people is to hide, go away, and be silent. What we can show the world and be a shining beacon is that through our actions, we can build the world that we deserve, the world that we see every day, and the world and the future that we want. And we can do that one service member at a time, one volunteer at a time, one pickup, one conversation, one volunteer engagement, one nail that gets built for every house. Every moment that we turn apathy into action, we are building the world that we deserve. So I just want to be here to honor you and thank you, because you are the dreamers of dreams and you are the builders of the possible future. And I am just here to make sure you get your money and you get your programs and that you can build the future for your families that you deserve. I am humbly thankful for everything you do, how you show up, and that you came to this building to make sure that we hear what you had to say. And I will let you know, I'm nice on the mic, but I'm tough in those rooms to make sure you have a fighter for AmeriCorps. So thank you so much. Thank you for your service. And thank you for your stuff.
I want to thank y'all for not making us go after Representative Ahmad really quickly. Rivera Wagner. Thank you. Representative Rivera Wagner, because I hated when they called me Representative Supreme because they thought they couldn't pronounce an African name. But yeah, thank you for not letting us go after him because I was on fire. Peace.
Thank you. And everybody, let's give up a huge round of applause for Representative Madison, Representative Laura Mulroney, and Representative Rivera Wagner. Okay, thank you all for all of your support. Thank you so much for everything you've done to help support our state commission, to help support all these AmeriCorps members and all the AmeriCorps senior volunteers out here. And we just want to wholeheartedly just say thank you, thank you, thank you. What we're going to do now is I'm going to transition over. My name is Kyle Flower. I'm the Communications Government Affairs Officer for Serve Wisconsin. And we heard some amazing words from some service alums about what their service has meant to them. We're going to hear really quickly from a couple of people that are actively serving and for some folks that are helping run programs where people are making a difference. So, from the Wisconsin Association for Free and Charitable Clinics.
All right. Yeah, my name is Max. I serve with the Wisconsin Association of Free and Charitable Clinics at the St. Vincent de Paul Charitable Pharmacy. And our program works to ensure that people who are underinsured, uninsured, impoverished, people who the government, insurance companies, and society has just kind of ignored. They've left by the side of the road. These people, they need medicine, they need health care, and we provide that to them at no cost. So if you need help, come our way and we will give you what we can. So we, last year, helped about 400 patients get almost 8,000 prescriptions with a retail value nearly $1 million. For many of these people, that would have been completely unaffordable in any other way. So yeah, we get to save lives every day and give back to everyone in the community.
Hello everyone, my name is Bart. I am at AmeriCorps Vista serving with WAPSI, the core team. Yeah, I don't really know how much to add to Max's feeling. It really summarized it very well. We basically help those who need help the most, the uninsured and the underinsured. On a personal note, what AmeriCorps means to me is that there was a time, I'm a 4 medical graduate, I have an MPH, I had a very set career path, and for applying for positions, I just wasn't getting the jobs that I wanted, and really losing faith in myself. Along came AmeriCorps, and they found me, and they really helped me find the confidence that I had lost in myself. And so I gained a wealth of information, experiences, and job skills that I know I can carry post AmeriCorps. And so I am so honored to be serving with AmeriCorps, and you find yourself a lifelong advocate. Thank you.
Thank you both. Next up, Emma Ehlers from Wistmore at the Nature Place.
Hello, like they said, I'm Emma, and I'm currently serving at the Nature Place, which is located in AmeriCorps in La Crosse. And I am a community program educator, so that means I get to educate everybody in our community about nature. We also have environmental educators who focus on children, which is really inspiring to see these kids get out into nature. And that's what we do. We try to connect people with nature. We provide a community space for people to come and explore what we have. We have a lot of different resources for people to use. We have animals, we have educational opportunities, we have fun opportunities, and it's really inspiring to see people get out into nature and find some community. And like I said, I'm a community program educator, so that's what we do. And AmeriCorps has really given me the space to explore what I want to do after I graduated, and I'm excited to see what it will give me after I'm done here. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. Great. Up next is Warren Murphy from Milwaukee Justice Center.
Thank you, and hello everyone. My name is Warren. Like you said, I'm with the Milwaukee Justice Center. I'm at the AmeriCorps Navigator program there, where we help people navigate the legal system, whether that be getting room to room, filling out paperwork. We do a lot of different things. But I'll leave you with one quote from my mother, and she said, "Service is the most selfish thing you can do." That's really been true for me. I built a really nice community. I've had a lot of support, and it's nice to see the grateful faces of the people you help every day.
Awesome, thank you. Then next is Griffin Schoonover from the Green Bay Conservation Corps.
Hello everyone, my name is Griffin, and I'm a member of the Green Bay Conservation Corps. Our main goal is to improve habitat quality, either through invasive species removal or native plantings, and it's also very important for us to bridge that divide between the community and nature. That's something that's very important to not only me, but everyone in the Conservation Corps. And I'm here for the same reason most other people are here. I want to make a difference, and it's something I'm very passionate about. In a world that seems pretty divided, there's something that keeps us all unified. We live on the same planet, we live on the same ground, so why not try to make it better? Thank you, and let's keep working hard.
Okay, and we have one more AmeriCorps member before we're going to hear from a couple of folks from AmeriCorps seniors. So, Ivana Garcia from Public Allies, Wisconsin.
Alright, hello. My name is Ivana Garcia. I am a public ally with the Milwaukee cohort of 2025. Shout out to my cohort. And I am servicing at BLMA, which is a Black and Latino Male Achievement at the MPS District in Central Office. I joined Public Allies to really continue creating an impact in my community, but also I needed a switch up. I have been in community organizing for over 10 years, but I felt a call to switch up, to change, but to continue servicing my community in some shape, way, or form. And I've always lived by the intention of the groundwork is never easy, but Public Allies has continued to really strengthen my leadership skills while creating an influential impact, not in just our city of Milwaukee, but AmeriCorps as a whole throughout the state. And so just continuing living by example, and I really appreciate this program for instilling those skills and those leadership skills as well. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to all of our AmeriCorps members who spoke today. Ask Lisa Gilmore from the Interfaith Caregivers of Washington County's RSVP program to come on up and share a little bit about what they do.
Hi there. Yes, Lisa Gilmore with Interfaith Caregivers of Washington County. We serve seniors. Washington County is just a little north of Milwaukee County Northwest. Last year, we connect seniors with caring volunteers. We provide things like transportation, grocery shopping, care visits, a number of things. We served over 275 clients, or excuse me, we had 275 volunteers taking care of 675 clients last year, putting in 18,000 volunteer hours. Our volunteers are total heart and soul. They care about the seniors in our community. We're filling a huge gap, and it's my pleasure to work with them and be here today. Thank you. Hello again. Yeah, my name is Denise Loveridge, and I'm not going to add too much more because Lisa Gilmore is in Washington County. I'm in Ozaukee County. We both have AmeriCorps senior volunteers. We're so happy to be working with those volunteers who are 55 and older. We can really use those lifelong skills to assist people in their community. Primarily for us is transportation. So we're preventing seniors from sometimes being prematurely institutionalized because they simply can't get to a doctor. If you can't get the groceries you need, you can't get the medical services you need, then you're not able to maintain your health. And so we're able to assist them because of these wonderful volunteers. But one of the great added benefits of, I believe, AmeriCorps is the amount of collaboration it provides, where, for example, Lisa and I work together on different programs. And there's another program in the Milwaukee area, Milwaukee, Waukesha, called ERAS, and they also provide similar services. And the three of us often collaborate amongst each other. We live and we learn together. And it's just a wonderful thing that they provide that opportunity for us to help serve a much wider swath of the Milwaukee area. So thank you very much.
If I could have Kate Seal from RSVP of Dane County talk about the difference that they're making right here.
Thank you, Kyle. Can everyone hear me okay? My name is Kate Seal. I am the Assistant Director of RSVP of Dane County. RSVP is retired in Senior Volunteer Program. We also have FGP, which is Foster Grandparent Program here in Dane County. And right here in Dane County, we have over 1,200 senior volunteers who volunteer in a number of different capacities. Last year, they donated over 151,000 hours of their time doing volunteerism. So obviously we are an impact organization. We're a two-part organization. We do volunteer placement through our Community Connections program, and we partner with any and all fellow nonprofits right here in Dane County, but we also provide services. And some of the services we provide are tutoring in the schools and in Head Start programs. We provide safety education programs through our Triad program. We do digital literacy programs, transportation to medical appointments for our seniors and our veterans, home-delivered meals. We provide training for people who want to participate in public transportation through our Bus Buddies program, and that's just to name a few. So we stay really active. I've had such a great time today. I've learned so much about AmeriCorps, and I'm learning so much from all of you just being here. So I'm grateful to be a part of you. Thank you.
And then finally, I just want to say thank you all for being here. Thank you for that spoke to help represent the more than 8,000 AmeriCorps members and AmeriCorps senior volunteers that make a difference in over 90% of the counties throughout our state. You all make a huge difference across the state. You're changing people's lives. You're building up your own futures. You're building up the futures of communities across our state. So I just want to say thank you for everything and go get things done.